Oh, hello, and welcome back to Heavy Metal Buffet TV Series 2. Back by popular demand. We are rejoined in the basement by the whole crew who documented us last time, very kindly. You may have seen Heavy Metal Buffet TV Series 1. I was a little bit shocked by what they showed. I expected it to be more serious, but instead it was more along the lines of, well, there was Jamie and all his weird antics, and there's Marjolein, my little sister, of course, doing the things that she does, whatever they may or may not be. We were joined by Jamie's big sister Letty for a while. She kind of popped in and helped us out. Then they filmed things that I wasn't really expecting them to film. Things that didn't have anything to do with music promotion per se. There was a little bit of stuff that I was into, but then there was the things that was like, there was that. Sometimes I kind of felt sorry for the production crew, the stuff that Jamie and I got to seem to discuss them, for lack of a better term. Although there was one guy who really enjoyed it. He loved it. So this series, what I'm hoping to do is show the serious side of what it takes to be a music promoter in the Shetland Islands. And I'll start off with inviting you to a meeting where we discuss a website that we are planning on designing and creating and launching very soon. So please sit back, join us in the basement and enjoy Heavy Metal Buffet TV Series 2. You know how we do the podcast and we're the Heavy Metal Buffet?
Yeah.
But the thing is that the Heavy Metal Buffet and the podcast are almost two separate things now. So I thought about why not have a Heavy Metal Buffet page and a Heavy Metal Buffet podcast page?
No, we should have the buffet page, but then we should have a podcast page so people can be like, what am I going to look for? And then they can go to a page.
If you wanted to look at the podcast specifically, then you go on the one page. But then if you say, I just want to see what those guys are up to and see what they're doing, then you go on the other page.
The reason is because then it'd be like, there's the Heavy Metal Buffet and people know what the Heavy Metal Buffet is. And they know that we're like the Heavy Metal Buffet. And then they'd also be like, but I like the Heavy Metal Buffet podcast instead.
We need a page which is like, what's the gang up to? And then the podcast page.
Just the podcast page.
It's a general page would be too much. You'd be like, oh no, it's everything. I want like a podcast page and hey gang page.
Yeah, you should have everything. You should have generally everything that's going on. And then you should also have the Heavy Metal Buffet podcast so that you separate the two from each other, but they're intertwined.
No, we just need to have two separate pages. So it's just Heavy Metal Buffet and Heavy Metal Buffet podcast.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what do you guys think I'm saying? What am I saying to you right now?
You're saying you should have a general Heavy Metal Buffet podcast page.
No. I think you should have two pages. Like, what do you hear when I'm
just
talking?
have a general Heavy Metal Buffet podcast page. You said that too.
No, that's what.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
One page. I think I've completely misspoken here. One page for the Heavy Metal Buffet and one page for the Heavy Metal Buffet podcast with the Heavy Metal Buffet.
Wait, that's both a podcast?
No, the Heavy Metal Buffet is us. Guys, it's 9 o'clock. Is there anything else left on the agenda?
Yes.